Hey guys, so this YouTube video is just to kind of give you an idea of who I am, what my goals are. So bear with me. Again, gonna learn how to do editing and learn how to do all this, go about this. But starting off, who am I? Well, my name's Damon. There you go. And yeah, I was born in the UK and decided, I didn't decide anything. I really didn't. My parents decided to come visit someone over here in the old California. And my dad decided that, hey, the weather over there is a lot nicer than it is in the UK. So next thing you know, across the pond we went. Originally down into Van Nuys, down and stayed there for a few years until driving through the old, I think he was coming to going to Vegas, and drove through the high desert and decided, hey, I can get a lot of land up here. If you haven't guessed by now, my dad was one of those that just liked to wander. He was just all over the place. He was just, yeah, he liked to travel around. But nonetheless, he then perched up in the high desert. And so I grew up in a small town, in the dirt, which was good. I'm not gonna complain. Good times. It was hard when it came to, I think I mentioned in the last video, when I decided I wanted to play guitar seriously. I'm still trying to decide that, by the way. That it was hard to be in a small town where you just don't have anybody around to teach you, so self-taught was the way to go. I'm not saying there wasn't places. It's not as if it's just to get there, and to do it was, one of those things where you'd spend more time traveling to the place than you would actually taking the lesson. And then hopefully there's a couple of my buddies that play guitar from the same town that are probably, if they see this, could comment and say, yeah, that's true, because it was. Now, reason I'm sharing all this information is I want you all to know a little bit about me and who I am, and, that way when you tune in or watch, or you don't have to, but if you do, it'd be great. I want you to know a little bit about who I am. That way, backstory, you're just not, who is this guy? So now I'm giving you, the little bit about me. I don't want to go into the, forever story, from when I was born to today, give you the old 50 plus years of my life. Now, we don't get that deep into it. Playing guitar, one of the questions I get asked quite frequently was and I think every guitar player gets this, what inspired you, or what made you want to play guitar? Well, first of all, my dad played guitar. More of a rhythm guitar player, and so it was kind of cool to to watch him play when he'd play. So I think that kind of inspired me as far as wanting to pick up a guitar. As far as what inspired me to really go after it and really want to learn was the two albums that I think really kind of drove it home for me was Back in Black, AC/DC. For those of you that are going, huh? In case there's someone not in that age bracket. And, Ozzy's Blizzard of Oz. Randy Rhoads was clearly the one that inspired me. I think, hearing Crazy Train for the first time, you just went, oh, wow. which will lead to a debate here in a minute that everybody's had. And I'm gonna put my 2 cents on it and then leave it alone after that. But so that did it, you know. After that, and what's funny is I didn't try to learn Crazy Train right away. I actually learned like Living After Midnight and Breaking the Law by Judas Priest, songs like that, because I just, being self-taught, Crazy Train at the time was like, whoa, that's a little bit over the top, right? You know. So anyway, the other guitar player, believe it or not, that really inspired me was Rick Emmett from Triumph. But he was super over the top for me at that time. Again, he probably still is today. Who am I fooling? But nonetheless, I went ahead and just really started paying attention to these guitar players and trying to learn stuff. And I explained in the other video, you know, whether it was taking the needle back and back on your record player, or taping your tape back together. I know there's some of you, if you see this, are gonna go, yep, because we had to Scotch tape our, it'd break because we rewind it and listen back and rewind it and listen, and the tape would break. Kids that watch this today are going, what's he talking about? I have no idea what he's talking about. So, nonetheless, that's how I learned. Now, getting back real quick to the Randy Rhoads, of course, the standard thing when I was in school was who was better, Randy Rhoads or Eddie Van Halen. I didn't see them as competition. I didn't see, they both inspired me. I was more of a Randy fan back when I was younger. Mainly because he's the guy that I heard Crazy Train, and that really, you know, I didn't hear Eruption or any Van Halen until probably at least a year and a half after I'd started listening to, you know, AC/DC and Judas Priest and Ozzy and all that. Don't get me wrong, when I heard Eruption, I was like everybody else that hears it for the first time, you just go, wow, that's insane. It was insane. But I remember guys used to argue all the time, man. They'd sit and have this big argument about, you know, who was better? Was Randy Rhoads better, or was Eddie Van Halen better? And man, some guys, you know, it's like a territorial thing, you know. It's like, no, you either like Eddie Van Halen and say he's the best, or you know, or you had guys that were going, oh, no, you have to like Randy Rhoads. Randy Rhoads is the best. At the end of the day, now that I'm older and I look back and think to that, I go, wow. Totally two different guitar players, and both inspired lots of people to play. So there's my 2 cents on that, and there's my why I started playing guitar. Who am I as a person? Well, I'm a father, a husband, spent a lot of time working in construction, playing guitar at night, you know, always hoping that something would come of the guitar playing. I've had some really cool times, a ton of fun. Opened up for some major artists, and it's been fun. It's been a great time. So I can't complain. I tell everybody, always the bridesmaid, never the bride. But anyway, it's one of those things where just wanting to let everyone know who I am. There you go. There's a little bit more about me. You know, having 5 kids is 5 of them. That's right. You heard it. 5. It's been fun. Great kids. Beautiful wife that at some point, I'm sure she'll make it into some of these videos, I hope. And unless she's camera shy, she might not. You don't know. It's not her gig, but you never know. Nonetheless, what my goals, and I think I said it there's a video down below where I explain what I'm hoping to do. And once again, I'll reiterate on that, and that is, I want to grow a channel based on, yes, talking music, because I love talking music. I could sit here all day and do just a whole video of me talking about music. I want to, if I travel on the Harley somewhere, I want to take and video where I'm at. I don't want to get caught up in trying to teach guitar, because I said this before, there's so many great teachers on YouTube, so well educated, and I just watch them in awe, and I'd sit here and spit their names out all day long if I could. As far as traveling and going and doing, I see a lot of these YouTubers that are going, out to places where abandoned houses, or where, something happened and this was I don't want to get caught up in all that either, because they're doing a great job. They don't need me coming along and doing it. As far as when I go up to Vegas, I think I mentioned on Vegas that when I get up there, I'm going to do some footage for you guys, so that you'll, we go golfing. I'll do that. Take you along for the ride. It's going to take a while for this channel to catch on, and maybe some people will enjoy it and others will care. But it is what it is, right? Life is what it is. Some people like you, some people don't. Some people find you interesting, some people think you're absolutely boring. It's just the way it is. You just have to take everything with a grain of salt and move on. Sail on down the line. About half a mile or so. Never mind. So anyway, that's what I'm hoping to achieve, and I just wanted to touch on that today and give you a little bit of insight of who I am, my guitar playing, where it came from. Obviously, as I go along and I do more videos, I will play the guitar. I will talk more about the guitar. Which ones I prefer. For myself, I'm really not picky at the end of the day. But which ones really kind of hung in there with me, and touch on things like that. And like I say, if I travel, I want to show the places of wherever I take the Harley to, whether it's up into the mountains or down to the beach, because fortunately, fortunately, where I'm located, I got the mountains in that direction. Not that you can see in that direction, but right over there is mountains. And then right behind this wall, no. But in that direction, no. That direction? It could be that direction. Is the ocean. So I'm located where I can, one way or the other, I've got the best of both worlds out there. And Vegas is just like straight up that way. So there you go. Again, I'm Damon. Get used to seeing some of these videos, and yes, they will get more and more interesting. The editing will get better and better, I hope. I've been watching a lot of other YouTubers and watching a lot of pointers, and hang in there with me. Come along for the ride. As I said before, if there's anything that you want to know, whether it's about guitar playing, music, comment and just ask. If I know something about it, or if I notice something, I'll do my best to answer the comment. If there's somewhere that you go, hey, you should go check this out, let me know. Who knows? Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just, maybe I'll take a guitar with me when I go and do. Maybe I won't always be on the Harley. Maybe I'll jump into Tahoe and take that, and who knows? We just don't know. But I do know that I want it to be a little bit of everything. I don't want it to be just one focus. Not saying that I'm not gonna, you're not gonna see me building stuff and painting things and doing. I'm talking about the things for me that I do, that I find interesting. Hopefully they'll interest you. Anyway, there you go. Next video that's gonna come out that I'm gonna do is gonna be my birthday, which is next weekend. So I will do something on that. touch on that a little bit. And then the next one after that will be when we'll be up in Vegas, and I will do something touching on all that. But till next time, guys, stay safe, peace, have a good one, man.